Hey guys, what's up? This is Sam. I make medically related videos, and today I'm going to be doing a video over the personal statement and how to craft a good personal statement. Now, this is an often overlooked part of the application that can absolutely make or break you as an applicant to some adcoms, and it's a way for you to stand out as an applicant. It allows you to tell your story and what brought you to medicine, and I really think it's just a vital part of the application that obviously people overlook and can get their application thrown in the trash by some adcoms. So I have 3 quick tips today that I'm going to tell you all about, and they help me out. So yeah, I'm just going to share those with you all today. On another note, this video was requested by Joe Ramirez, so shout out to Joe. You requested this and I'm making this video now. Alright, so for me personally, the personal statement was actually very difficult because I am not naturally a good writer. I tend to write how I speak, which is kind of a free-form format. I don't speak in small sentences. I kind of tend to ramble. So for me personally, if you're somebody who rambles or just writes how you talk, I would go with this little format that my pre-med advisor actually told me about. It is first telling why you came into medicine, what brought your initial interest to medicine, then tell your story and your experiences and everything you did as a pre-med, and then sum that back up by coming back to your original motivation for medicine. And that little, I guess, kind of 3-pronged format there allows you for some, wiggle room as to what you want to write and everything, but also gives you structure there. So tell why you wanted to go into medicine initially, your experiences along the way, and then sum that up in a concluding paragraph on why you wanted to go to medicine again and how those experiences shaped it. And yeah, I think that initially will get you something down on paper, and once you have something down on paper, that's the biggest part. That's the toughest part out of the way, and then from there you can go and correct it. All right, tip number 2. So this is really important. It was really important to me because I'm not a great writer, is finding somebody who knows how to write or has written or has read lots of pre-med personal statements and taking it to them after you have your initial first draft. Have them read it, have them mark it up, have them make corrections and rephrase it with keeping your own juice in there, keeping your own wording and not necessarily wording, but your own flavor to it. Keep that, but have them mark it up and rephrase things so it would sound a better way. Or maybe if you put this here first or something like that. That is where the most of my improvement came, is when I went to a friend who's a really good writer, also a pre-med. He had an excellent personal statement, had him read it, and we went over it together and changed some things, but kept the story the same. And I also saw a lot of improvement when I went to my pre-med advisor, also my professor. She really helped me out a lot with it. So those 2 people, going over it with them and really picking the thing apart and critiquing it, drastically improved my personal statement. And at the end of that, I felt like I had something, okay, this tells my story, this represents me pretty well, and it also sounds really good. So definitely take it to somebody who's familiar with pre-med personal statements and is also a good writer, and be willing to accept that criticism because it might be rough, which mine definitely was. Lastly and finally, my 3rd tip is to be genuine and include anecdotes. Anecdotes. This is what will separate you from everybody else. Your experience is your experience. Nobody else had that. So stay away from bland, generic statements like I want to help people, or things just anything that's bland or generic. Please stay away from that as far as possible. Stay away from it from 10 people. Just get away from bland, generic statements and fluff. Anecdotes. Tell your story. The second you realize that your own story and what brought you to medicine is the best selling point for you is when you're gonna succeed in every part of your application, because nobody has the story that you have. And your experiences that brought you to medicine, that's unique. So once you realize that, that's the best product you can put forward to the adcoms. So that's my 3rd and final tip. I know it's pretty similar to most secondary essay questions. I say to do that too, and I can't stress that enough. Just be genuine in your response there, and because you'll be asked about this in an interview too. So if you're not really willing to talk in depth about this, then what are you doing? Yeah, so you should be genuine. And that's my third and final tip. Alright guys, if you enjoyed this video, please drop me a like below, follow me on Instagram, and subscribe. I'll be coming out with probably quite a few more videos here before I start med school. I start August 1st. I'm going to move to New Orleans pretty soon, so I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to getting a place, and looking forward to starting. Yeah, it's unbelievable, this journey. So, thanks again guys, and have a nice day.